boyfriend in the closet in high school or something. Not that I ever did that.
Tucking your boyfriend?
Talking to your boyfriend.
Oh.
Taking the phone in the closet. I didn't do that, but I saw it on TV. You know, before there were cell phones. Back in that olden days.
Back in the coily cord phone days.
Exactly. So now that we're suitably irritated at technology and finagling, thank you for creating this beautiful space for us.
Sure. We're in a closet.
Literally. Just in case. Because people might not believe it. They might not believe we're in a closet, squashed up against coats and sweaters and...
It's a thing people do for recording.
Yeah, that's where we got the idea.
Except it's a little different when you have two people.
Breathing on each other.
How do I smell?
With your nose.
You're hilarious.
So it'll be funny if these sheets just come down.
No, I tacked them in pretty good.
Okay. Well, good job. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you very much.
Of course.
I meant it. You're like, thanks. Thanks a lot. So yeah, then we had the laptop in here because the microphone has to plug into the laptop. And then we were hearing this noise. It's hard. It's hard for me.
You just have to speak up a little more because
It feels weird. It feels forced. Because I'm such a quiet, demure young lady. It's not ladylike to speak loudly. Anyway, so then we could hear a buzzing, and we're like, what is going on? And it's my laptop, because it's a piece of... And so we had to hit record and put the laptop outside the room, and then shut the door. And hopefully it's all being captured, and my laptop isn't, like, crashing or something.
Or updating, as Microsoft computers love to do.
Every 10 minutes. So my next computer is going to be a Mac, just FYI. My next laptop.
Closing all your windows for an update.
What?
Hope you don't mind.
So I feel like that's a natural segue into the topic that I thought might be fun to talk about.
What is that?
Which is, I was going to say pet peeves, but I feel like pet peeves is almost too mild, maybe, like that.
So what would you call it then?
I don't know. Fucking things that annoy the shit out of you.
Wow. Listen to you and your language.
Well, we can just run the gamut, you know.
Okay.
If you know. But I don't know why I thought of it. I mean, not like it's this hugely original idea, but I was like, oh, like what would I want to hear about, and, you know, what could I relate to? When people talk about things and you're like, oh yeah, me too, I hate that.
So what's a thing that annoys you?
Oh, I just hoped that I could just throw that topic out there and you would just run with it.
Oh, okay.
Well, partly what I think why I thought it would be fun is one time we were at this family reunion and I sat down at the table. It's like buffet style. So everyone gets up when the food's all ready and you go and you get your plate full of stuff. And then everyone was coming to my table, or, you know, I sat down, and then for some reason we got on the topic of things that annoy you, like little stupid things, like, you know, nails scratching on a chalkboard, or like little noises.
I wouldn't call that a stupid thing. I would call that a thing that annoys everyone.
That's just an example, but something, you know, some people
I don't think there's anybody out there that's like, whatever, to nails on a chalkboard. That was a
bad example, clearly. But they were just stupid little things that, like, you know, other people would just think nothing of, but they just, you know, send chills down your spine or make you want to, you know, throttle the person doing it.
Yeah, everybody has their little things like that.
But everyone who sat down at the table, we said, oh, what annoys you? And immediately they were able to say, and they were all, like, kind of random. Like, one person said, oh, I hate the cotton when you open a new, like, aspirin bottle. The cotton, I hate the way it feels and sounds, like this raspy, you know, and it was such a specific thing.
Isn't it just a cotton ball, though? Just an average cotton ball?
I think it's, because I think there's, like, different
levels
I don't want to say grades, but yeah, coarseness. Yeah. Oh, because I definitely get some, like, I'll order them online because I don't want to go to the store because people, and I'll order ones and they're like too thick.
How social
and absorbent. And because I like when I would use them for astringent or something for my zitty zits, and yeah, they, you know, would absorb too much, and then you don't have enough stuff left. I don't know what that's called, my point is, apparently, the cotton material in the bottles of aspirin is extra something that makes it super annoying.
Okay.
Raspy? Is that a, accurate description?
Raspy is what I would think of like a voice. Raspy voice.
Or maybe a file. Anyway, it was just funny because everyone sat down and they didn't even need like a minute to think about it. And it was like, I hate this and I hate this. And they were all different.
Yeah.
And
I know what you're talking about. My brother has one that I have always found interesting. He freaks out when people have like cloth in their mouth. I don't remember the first time I found out. I don't remember why exactly, but I had like a paper towel. A piece of paper towel in my mouth or something. I was chewing on it or some stupid weird thing. And it was like freaking him out. He was just over there cringing. And same with like if you put the collar of your t-shirt in your mouth, like you know how kids do that?
Yeah.
That like freaks him out. He cringes at it. He hates it. And I don't understand it. But I have the same sort of issue or reaction to like Velcro.
Yes, I forgot about that.
When people are undoing Velcro, it makes my skin crawl. I don't know why, but I just want to choke everyone.
Everyone, not just the person doing it. Go on a rampage.
Everyone.
You're all gonna die.
Everyone until I get tired from choking.
Just pass out on the floor like a sleepy baby. Wow.
Yeah, Velcro.
Well, I do remember, I know I tell this story a lot, or retell it to you, who were there. You were there, but I retell you the story. Is when we were like kind of on our first date or hangout, and it was raining, and so you let me borrow that blue coat.
Yeah. But
you were having to kind of adjust it for me.
Oh, yeah.
And I think that was the first time, as you were having to re-Velcro and we Velcro something, you were like, I hate that sound. But I kind of don't think I realized until later when you explained, like, I really hate it. And I was like, oh, shit, I'm sorry. And you were just so sweetly like, here, let me fix that for you. Just dying inside a little bit.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know why. It's
kind of a weird...
It's really strange because, like, I've like, peeled fingernails and toenails up. And it's, like, similar to that level of just, like, oh!
Wow.
And it's funny how it's such a mild thing. It's just like...
Yeah.
But...
It's not like a pleasant. You definitely wouldn't, I think, describe it as a pleasant sound. Maybe some people are into it, but that's a different thing. But yeah, it's not usually associated with like sending someone into a rage, like maybe popping bubble wrap would. Like, fucking stop that.
But it makes me realize and have sympathy for like my brother's thing of like, oh,
everyone's got their thing.
Cringing when people are putting, material in their mouth or clothing or whatever. It's such a strange thing.
I've never met anyone with either of those pet peeves. I don't think pet peeves covers it. What do we call them? Like
just annoyances, just things that annoy you.
Hatey things. I don't know.
I would say quirky things that annoy you. Maybe. What about you?
I had one in my head, but yeah, there's a couple. We've talked about this. The sound of liquid being poured, like especially wine or soda.
Yeah.
And so when I hear it like on a commercial, I just inside am in a rage. I'm just enraged. And I think it's partly comes from feeling manipulated by commercials. But I don't know. Maybe it reminds me of like someone peeing. I don't know. And so even sometimes when it's better when I'm the pourer, but when I'm not and I hear it in the other room, it's like, ugh, I don't know. And
I identify with that one as well. Because like I've listened to some ASMR videos and shows that will have that in it. And it's just like, that's not an appealing sound. I don't know why.
Yeah, it's supposed to be. Clearly, I'm sure have done studies that's a thing because maybe it makes you go.
It makes
I
my
want that
eyes
in my mouth
like water.
Interesting. I don't have that. I don't have that going on. But
well, look at you.
I know.
I'm not that weird.
I'm a lower level of crazy than you.
Mm-hmm.
Woo! So, yeah, well, I just...
You keep thinking that.
Thanks. I think just along those lines, watching commercials, especially because I stopped having to watch commercials like a long time ago, because when I was with my ex, like, you know, he hooked up internet. I think before people were like doing it as a thing all the time, like smart TVs and just like watching stuff on the internet, you know, before Roku, he would like, you know, hook the computer up to the TV. So we didn't ever have TV until there were no commercials. And that was a good thing because I just got used to not being manipulated, at least by commercials. I know like TV shows and stuff do manipulate you, but I just hate it. And then I would go to the gym on my occasional gym memberships and I'd be...
So next topic, being manipulated.
Yeah. But I would... The weird thing is that I think if you're straining yourself, so I would be like on the treadmill, running or jogging or doing the elliptical or something, and even more, I'd see a commercial or I'd hear it because you plug your little headphones in to like watch on the TVs up there that they have up above you.
Get to the point. I'm sorry.
So rude. You don't sound sorry. You're like, but I would like be so enraged. So it's like it may be because you have hormones or something going on that like make your reactions more extreme.
When you're working
out, or just
I feel like
or just
you
straining.
have endorphins coming out. You should be in a better mood.
Okay, I think after the fact maybe, but maybe because really what it was is I hated running, but I always tried to push myself to run.
Oh, okay.
Or hated the elliptical, like any leg stuff. I hate leg stuff.
Mm-hmm. Skipping leg day?
Oh my gosh, like every day. But I'd be watching commercials and just be fucking enraged. Why are you manipulating me? And I'm trying really hard and it hurts. Like, it would just... Yeah, I don't know. Random, but don't manipulate me. And I do still react that way if someone's like being passive aggressive or like trying to make me feel bad about something. I just dig my heels in even more like, you know what? You're manipulating me. I'm not okay with that. I'm not your puppet.
Who hurt you?
How many people?
Oh,
No, I probably not. I was a highly sensitive child, so everything hurt. Every little slight. I remember it all.
Sorry, your teeth just clacked.
Did they? That was an accident. I guess I really got worked up. Anyway, next topic. I mean, next pet peeve.
Next pet peeve.
Mm-hmm. Next whatever thing that sends you into a fit of rage.
A thing that would send my dad into a fit of rage was the Tupperware cupboard, I guess you'd call it. That was like out of every day, I think that was the thing he would react the most to negatively. He would get so pissed off and be throwing Tupperware, and it's like,
well, it's a bit over the top. It's not over the top. I actually appreciate it, and you have to kind of set the framework or whatever, the foundation, the background.
What are you talking about?
Of what is actually in the Tupperware cupboard.
Because so things that don't fit together.
Oh.
Things that don't have lids,
But there's a lot of things that do fit. Or was this before they got all organized? Because they have all the nice, like they have all the like 4 or 5 or 6 big Tupperwares with the, and the lids are, color coded according to what size. And so now they're organized.
I think now he's not chucking them across the room, but he used to like, it was a thing. Mm-hmm. He would just be like, damn it. Mm-hmm. And you'd just like see a Tupperware flying through the air.
And just be glad that it wasn't your head or that, hitting you in the head. Obviously it wasn't your head flying across the room. Anyway, I guess I just appreciate it because it's very organized, but there is something ridiculous and enraging about Tupperware, like spilling out. Lids and things just, so I could see that.
No, I think it's just that nothing would fit. And my mom used to have too much Tupperware. And he has like this desire to organize everything. So like his toolbox, oh my gosh, it's all like, all the tools are Tetrised into place. So God forbid you try to take a pair of pliers out of there. Good luck. putting them back. Because I mean, don't. But like he would do it fine because he like put them in. You know, it's his toolbox. But with the Tupperware, it's like every day was a battle
that he lost.
Yeah.
And how did you feel about the Tupperware? Because you had to live with that Tupperware too.
I didn't really care.
Okay.
You know me.
Yeah.
Like just stuff it back in there. Kick it in there.
That's true. Get a shoehorn.
Or just stop having so much Tupperware. Or like start putting it somewhere else as well.
But they want to keep it contained in that cupboard.
My parents are very organized. So it's like...
Bit OCD maybe?
Maybe. Just definitely organized. I'm not organized though. I would just say F it.
Well, slow down now. I mean, no one was accusing you of being organized.
No, I'm saying I'm disorganized.
It's a little joke.
Yeah, I know. You.
I'm not either.
So now you say something.
Now you say something.
Is that how I sound?
No, you don't. Oh, slurping. You hate slurping too. I feel like listing your pet peeves are easier than mine.
Snorting is annoying.
There's a lot of them.
Snorting.
No, we're talking about slurping. We can move on to snorting later.
Slurping is... I don't know. It just... It's like,
rude.
just wait for your drink to cool down. Like, why you gotta... So annoying.
But is it as annoying when someone's doing it, like, while they're eating noodles? Or is it more just when they're drinking a beverage? Like, is it across the board?
I think at all. Okay. Just
stop being an animal.
Just wait a minute. You can wait for your food or drink to cool down for like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
But it's like, no, I gotta have it now.
Well, you just described me, basically. I mean, if I have food in front of me or a beverage to a lesser degree, but yeah, I want it now. And I also do like drinking my drinks near scalding. And the way you make it not scald you completely is...
It's annoying.
And it's a ritual. It's part of the ritual of drinking your first coffee in the morning is like...
It's so annoying. It's like when an adult human puts a piece of food in their mouth that they know is too hot, but they do it anyway, and then they go... It's like, you stupid idiot. Just learn from your mistake. But no.
Yeah. So I learned how to stop doing that very early on in our relationship.
I feel like I was nice about it.
No,
it was
you
just
were.
Like, I would just give you a look like,
your eyes, you'd basically see the whites all around your eyes because of how wide they got, which is not normally how eyes look, you know, because just like, okay, all right, I'm sorry. I'll try. I'll try harder.
I didn't know I was so high maintenance.
Maybe not like that. No, I think you're just very sensitive to noises and smells. Yeah.
On to our next topic.
No, I'm just
Sarah's
saying,
gas problem.
Hey.
I'm just kidding.
It's not a problem. It's
a solution.
A condition. I don't know. I don't have a gas problem. I'm not that.
I know
gassy.
it was a joke.
I know. I just want to clarify for everyone out there who's gonna jump on that.
Well, and if you're talking about smells, I mean, Charlie. You know, he's the master of smells.
Well, I just think that you do have a very sensitive smell reflex. I don't know what you call that. A
sense sniffer. Of smell?
Sniffer.
Jeez.
I like smell reflex.
I don't know what you would call it.
I'm just having fun. I'm just having fun.
I just feel attacked. That's why I'm lashing out a little bit.
I think I'm more sensitive to things like that, you know, feely things, physical sensations, and noise stuff, but not like so much smellies because I can't smell that well. Well, you know how like my body temperature just goes up and down all the time, and like certain clothes.
Oh yeah.
I just like if there's like a tag that's kind of just in a bad spot or just extra tickly or itchy, or my what?
My sleeve.
Oh god, you scared me.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, cuffs. Oh my gosh.
The cuffs on my t-shirts will always get like
flipped up.
Slightly flipped up.
Hey, slightly flipped up is flipped up.
But
it's not diminished.
That is a trigger of yours where you're like,
I don't get enraged. I just have to fix it. put it down.
Sort yourself
that
out.
That is literally
you
like
animal.
what I say every time.
It's just like a slightly flipped? A slightly flipped up.
I don't know. Because it's just so easy to flip down, and it's like, what are you doing? You know, like that cuff is just out of control, living its own life. No, you're part of a whole.
It's not allowed.
You're part of a t-shirt, and you need to conform.
Wow.
So that might speak to something psychologically. I have no idea.
Conform.
So yeah, I forgot about that. But oh yeah, the seams of my socks, you know, have to fit. Even now I can feel like a slight extra bit of something on my pinky toe on my right foot, and it's just not like lined up, and I shouldn't have even mentioned it because now I'm trying to fix it and I can't.
That used to bother me. I think I probably told you this when you told me that before, but it used to bother me. But then I started hanging out with a friend who would let his socks hang off of his feet.
That's nasty.
And I was kind of like jealous, sort of. Jealous.
Jealous of
That's right. I got my socks hanging off my feet. Jealous.
Jealous of his carefree nature.
Just jealous of not being uptight about every freaking little detail. So I started kind of doing it, which I guess is just copying, but then I was like,
it is copying. It is copying someone to just let your socks hang off your feet, you poser.
Yeah, I was just posing. I was just copying him. But then I got
Imitation
comfortable.
is the sincerest form of flattery.
Okay, so I was flattering.
I'm saying
I was flattering.
Don't be ashamed that you like copy. You saw the way someone did something, and you emulated it or whatever.
Yeah,
you copied it. That's okay.
Thanks.
Yeah,
I agree.
And now you've gone to the other extreme, which is walking around with big ass holes in your socks, like no heel whatsoever in your sock.
I don't give a damn. The only time it really bothers me is if they slide up over my toes. Then it's like, oh, I don't like that. So basically I need a friend who has socks that like
where their toes
way hang over their toes, so I can emulate him and
be like, I want that.
I need to become like you.
I want what he has
because I can't do it myself.
Well, we could just do that for like a day. I mean, when we're home, I can walk around with socks like that.
I don't think you could.
Yeah, you're right.
It bothers you so much that I
could not. I would just rip them off like the Hulk, like rah!
Tiny Hulk. I'm just kidding.
I'm not a tiny Hulk. I don't know how to feel about any of it. Damn it. I don't want to be a Hulk. I don't want to be a tiny Hulk. I don't want to be a big Hulk.
You were the one who said you were the Hulk.
Did I?
Like the Hulk.
I totally forgot.
Oh my gosh.
I forgot. 3-second memory. Anyway.
So yeah, holy socks. Socks. So you don't like when you get that seam up on your toes.
Just not following the line of my toes. Just hate that. I don't like it when... Okay, I guess we're verging into like kind of OCD territory, which I don't know if those can be really bona fide pet peeves because it's going to be like everything, but so... Maybe.
Well, only to somebody who's very OCD will it be everything.
I just like... I think where I was going with that, you know, I don't like having one shoe tighter than the other, like the laces pulled. So I just like symmetry, visually symmetry in my clothing and my body, you know.
It would be interesting to like do everything the opposite of how you like it. Not the opposite, but like, you know, you have the seam wrong on your socks and you have one shoe tighter than the other and you're wearing different socks and you're just like wearing holy socks.
Why would that be interesting?
I don't know, just to see how you could cope with it. To see if you would just eventually not care or if you would just like become outwardly angry. That's really the end of that thought.
Oh, okay. I think that sounds horrible, but you're probably right. It would probably be a good thing. I mean, if you're forced to do it.
Like with, John Richardson?
Oh.
When he goes to that lady who was helping OCD, like severely OCD people get over their problems.
Yeah.
And she's friggin' like licking her hands after like touching the toilet seat.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Just gross stuff. I mean,
that's too far.
That's
That's an actual health concern.
Yeah, that's an actual problem. You need to, like, not do that. You're going to get yourself some hepatitis B or something.
Mm-hmm. Maybe you should go on that show.
No. Stop.
I was
going somewhere with that thought.
I'm sorry.
Then you
derailed it.
Yeah. Got me thinking about
that I have a problem.
Going on. Yeah, exactly.
No, I agree that licking, I mean, when we were watching that video of that fail video of that girl doing a headstand over the toilet because she's drunk, and she's got her hands on the floor of the toilet. Or on the toilet, and then she stands up and she's like touching her face to get her hair out of it, and then touches her mouth.
She blows a kiss at the camera, and she's like kissing her fingers to do it.
Toilets and mouth things don't.
You were
go
just
together.
touching the toilet.
A public toilet.
Yeah.
That 1 million people.
Although it is a woman's toilet, which is way different from a men's. Oh my gosh. Men's bathrooms are disgusting.
Yeah.
Although women do have their things.
Like periods?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And, they've got those containers.
Mm-hmm.
I used to have to clean the shop bathrooms.
Garbage containers?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Are you trying to be delicate?
They're the container for, like, tampons and stuff.
Oh, I thought usually there's just a garbage. Is there a separate container?
There was a separate container. Because I think they didn't want them, like, airing out and, like, making the bathroom smell. Mm-hmm. This has really taken a turn for the worse.
Okay, well, where were we before that? So John Richardson, who is an English comedian, right? Mm-hmm. Who was having the OCD lady trying to help him.
Yeah, I had a train of thought, but I lost it because we had derailed.
Back to the train.
We'd gone on to something else. Mm-hmm. Back to poop talk.
Mm-hmm. It always comes back to the poop talk. Mm-hmm. Anyway, I can just keep talking until it comes back to you.
I don't think that's going to work. I think I need silence, but that's not,
well, we can cut.
Helpful.
We can cut stuff.
I don't remember because I need to remember the thing we said beforehand. So
before John Richardson?
Mm-hmm. I was making like an analogy and going to go into
something. Yeah, you were saying if like one day you just did everything wrong.
Oh, yeah.
Had your socks hanging off your toes.
And he was like, I think he was reasonable about it. He was like, yeah, it was fine. I wasn't really into the touching the toilet and licking my hands thing, but
so he did that?
No, but I think he was just,
okay. I was going to say, wow.
But he was reasonable.
He was trying.
You're just desensitizing yourself to stuff that is kind of stupid and that shouldn't bother you. Mm-hmm. Like holy socks. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's really whatever.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Doesn't matter.
It does matter.
Okay. So what do you want to talk about now?
I don't know. Do you want to keep talking about the pet peeve thing, or do you want to move on to something else?
If you've got anything else.
Oh, I'm sure I do.
Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sure. I just can't think of it. I can't think of it right now.
Well, that's helpful. Well, that really helps our situation here.
I just want to shove your face into that microphone. For your sass. Your sass level is through the roof.
Is it?
Through the roof. Like Willy Wonka's elevator that literally bursts through the roof.
I don't remember that.
That's you today. With your sass.
Wow.
Chocolate sounds good. Because Willy Wonka.
Yeah, I figured.
Okay.
I made that connection. I put those two pieces of the puzzle together.
There's that puzzle again. I don't know. I feel like if I keep listing all the things that annoy me, I'm just going to sound like kind of a freak.
I think we already sound like that.
Nah, other people have these, right? Don't they?
Probably.